Have you ever found yourself haunted by the presence of someone who keeps reappearing in your thoughts, your dreams, your daily moments, without any clear reason? It's not just coincidence. It's not just memory. Time, silence, and synchronicities all seem to loop back to this one person over and over again. You've tried to rationalize it. You've told yourself to let go, but something deeper won't let you. Something inside you whispers that this is more than longing. This is connection. In this video, we'll help you unravel that mystery. We're not here to give you false hope or fantasy. We're here to bring clarity to the invisible thread that keeps pulling you back to someone. You'll discover the energetic signs of a deeper soul connection and understand why this bond feels so intense, even if it defies logic or physical evidence. We'll walk with you through the unseen language of the universe, showing you how to interpret what your heart already knows, but your mind struggles to accept. By the end of this journey, you'll no longer question your intuition. You'll stop doubting your own experiences. This isn't about obsession or illusion, it's about spiritual truth unfolding in silence. You'll learn to trust the signs, to feel grounded in what you've been sensing all along. This video will shift your perspective from confusion to clarity, from fear to affirmation. It will give you the language and insight to honor what's been calling to your soul. So stay with us until the end, because what you're feeling isn't madness, it's awakening. The universe speaks in subtle frequencies, and you were guided here for a reason. If you've ever asked, is this connection real? Then this message is for you. Watch closely, feel deeply, and let the truth rise. Sign 1. Repeated coincidences that aren't coincidences. The universe's subtle nudge. The first undeniable sign that the universe is orchestrating something beyond logic between you and this person may seem simple at first, but its repetition is what makes it profound. The same coincidences keep reappearing, always pointing back to them. You could be going about your day, trying to focus on something else, when their name suddenly surfaces in a conversation you weren't even part of. You might be listening to the radio, and a song starts playing, a song with lyrics so specific it feels like they were lifted from your heart. Perhaps you walk past a location tied to your shared memories, and unexpectedly, that familiar ache returns, not once, not twice, but over and over, so much so that it feels like the universe is whispering, "Pay attention, you're not imagining this. There's something here." These aren't random or insignificant moments. They are divine confirmations wrapped in everyday experiences. You might see repeating numbers tied to them, hear someone use a phrase they used to say, or simply feel their presence at the oddest times, like a gentle tap on your soul, reminding you that connection doesn't require proximity. To others, these signs may seem small or coincidental, but to you, they stir something sacred and unmistakable. Many people expect soul connections to be marked by grand gestures or loud revelations. But in reality, when two souls are destined to cross paths again, the signs are quiet yet persistent. They show up not with thunder, but with precision. Like a private language only you can interpret, these synchronicities begin to form a pattern. Soft clues from the universe that tell you, this isn't over, and you're not alone in feeling what you feel. What's most important is that these signs don't trap you in the past. They serve as spiritual breadcrumbs, guiding you forward, not backward. They remind you that something is still unfolding, even if you can't yet see the full picture. They ask you to trust, not in fantasy, but in alignment, not in fear, but in divine timing. Because sometimes, what looks like coincidence is actually destiny calling you closer. So take a moment and ask yourself, have you been noticing these signs too? Are the same names, places, or moments echoing back to you when you least expect them? This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about learning to listen to the whispers of the universe. If this resonates with you, we'd love to hear your story. What signs have been showing up in your life? Drop a comment below and share your experience, or simply type, "I trust the signs," to affirm that you're open to the guidance that's already unfolding around you. Let's move forward to the next sign and uncover what else the universe may be trying to tell you. Sign 2. The silence that soothes instead of hurts. Have you ever noticed that sometimes silence doesn't feel like abandonment, but like calm, like presence? This is the second sign of a deep soul connection. and it's one of the most profound. At the beginning of your journey, their silence may have felt like rejection. No texts, no calls, no responses, just distance that stung like loss. The absence felt sharp, almost unbearable. Every hour without a word felt like 1,000 unspoken questions hanging in the air. But then, something shifts. Without warning, that same silence begins to feel different. You wake up thinking about them, but your chest doesn't clench. The ache softens. There's no panic in the quiet, just a stillness that somehow feels full instead of empty. It's not because you've stopped caring. It's because you've begun to trust the invisible thread between you. You don't need constant proof. You just know that the energy is still there, moving beneath the surface like a river you can't see but can always feel. This kind of peace cannot be faked. It's not wishful thinking or denial. It's a soul-level recognition that something real is unfolding, even if you can't yet see it with your physical eyes. Sometimes their energy rushes in with a sudden memory, a familiar scent in the air, a song that plays exactly when you're thinking of them, or even a soft chill brushing your skin. There's nothing tangible to hold on to, and yet everything feels held. You may find yourself asking, "Why do I feel okay, even though we're not speaking?" The truth is simple. Because your soul already knows what your mind is still trying to understand. This isn't over. It's evolving. In that silence, you're not being ignored. You're being prepared. Both of you are. The universe isn't punishing you. It's building something sacred. This space isn't emptiness. It's protection. It's alignment. It's the stillness before the transformation. The preparation before the reunion. So, if you're feeling peace in the quiet, don't doubt it. Let that peace be your guide. Sometimes, the most powerful confirmation of connection isn't a message you receive, but the deep, unshakable calm you feel without it. Sign 3. Feeling whole, even in their absence. The third sign is perhaps the most transformative and the most surprising. You begin to feel whole, even though they are not physically by your side. There's no daily conversation, no touch, no reassuring presence to anchor you. And yet, you feel deeply anchored within yourself. The emptiness you once feared has become a space of strength, and somehow without them physically present, you feel more connected than ever. At first, it may seem confusing. How can you feel so full without the one you love near you? But this shift is not about denial or detachment. It's not pretending you don't care. In fact, it's the opposite. You still care deeply, but you no longer need them to complete you. Your love has matured into something sacred. There is a soft warmth in your heart when you think of them. Not desperation, not longing, but quiet joy, as if their energy lives in you, not as a memory, but as a gentle, present hum. This isn't fantasy, it's frequency. You're not clinging to the past. You're resonating with the truth. A soul-level knowing that connection doesn't rely on constant contact, that real love is not about possession, but presence. Energetic, emotional, and spiritual. And now, you've reached a place where you trust that presence, even if it's unseen. You've stopped searching for signs, stopped waiting for proof, because your peace is the proof. Your calm is the evidence. This isn't a state of loneliness, it's the deep embrace of unconditional connection. A love that exists beyond logic, beyond timelines, beyond expectations. You're not waiting for love to arrive, you're becoming the space that holds it. When two souls are destined to reunite, the universe does the work of aligning them, not through desperation, but through evolution. So if you find yourself feeling whole without them, don't second-guess it. It means you've stepped into the vibration of divine union. It means your soul is preparing for a reunion that honors the fullness you've already found within. Let this be your confirmation. True love doesn't diminish you when it's distant. It deepens you. Let's bring this to life with an example. Imagine a woman who once couldn't go a day without checking her phone, waiting for his name to appear. Every silence felt like a storm. Every unanswered message was a wound. But over time, something inside her began to shift. She started meditating, journaling, reconnecting with herself. The energy she once poured into trying to figure him out, she now invested in understanding her own soul. And one morning, she woke up thinking of him. But instead of pain, she felt peace. She didn't need to hear from him to know the bond was real. She carried him in her energy, but no longer in her ache. His absence no longer felt like rejection. It felt like sacred space. She smiled, not because he had returned, but because she had. And that's the moment everything began to change. Because wholeness, not longing, is what calls true love home. The shift from doubt to alignment. There comes a sacred moment in the journey when all the signs begin to converge. Those quiet synchronicities, the peaceful silences, and the recurring patterns that once stirred confusion now bring clarity. And in that convergence, something profound awakens within you. This isn't just a fleeting realization or a hopeful thought. It's a deep inner shift, a soul-level transformation that subtly but unmistakably changes the way you feel, perceive, and trust the path ahead. Up until now, you've been feeling the connection. You've sensed its pull, questioned its silence, and noticed the signs. But you may have doubted what they meant. Now, something has clicked. It's no longer just emotional, it's spiritual. The confusion fades, not because you've received external confirmation, but because something inside you has aligned. You understand. The universe is not holding back. It's not delaying. It's orchestrating. Every unseen thread is being woven into a larger tapestry, yours and theirs, preparing both of you from within. You might look around and see no change. You might still receive no message, no call, no visible sign. But inside, the energy has shifted. Invisible roots are anchoring. Emotional blocks are being quietly dissolved. Past wounds, once heavy and buried, are being lifted. You and this person, these two souls, are like seeds planted in different corners of the same garden. Though you can't see each other from the surface, beneath the soil, your roots are slowly reaching out, drawing closer, guided by something older than time, divine design. Then, the ache of longing softens, but it doesn't disappear because you've given up. It softens because you've remembered the truth. You no longer wait with anxiety. You hold space with trust. The connection isn't in the future. It's not a distant possibility. It's already unfolding. It's already moving. It's already here, quietly reshaping you both from the inside out. So if you feel this shift, trust it. You're not imagining things. You're aligning with them, soul to soul, root to root, love to love. If you've made it this far, it's not by accident. Your soul is recognizing something it's been waiting to hear. Take a moment to reflect. Have you felt this quiet shift within yourself? Have the signs started to align in ways you can't explain but deeply understand? We'd love to hear your story. Whether it's a small moment or a powerful realization, your experience matters. Share it in the comments below. Or if you're not ready to share, simply type, "I trust the timing of my soul." Let that be your affirmation today, a sacred reminder that what's meant for you is already finding its way. Real reunion begins within. A journey of becoming, not waiting. There comes a moment on your journey when the energy within you begins to shift, subtly yet unmistakably. You no longer obsess over when it will happen. Instead, a deeper, more powerful question rises from within. Who am I becoming as this unfolds? That single shift changes everything. Because true reunion, soulful, lasting, divine, isn't just about someone coming back. It's about you becoming the version of yourself who is not only ready to receive that love, but able to hold it with depth, truth, and alignment. Reunion begins not with a knock at the door, but with an awakening inside your spirit. You begin to notice more signs, unexpected songs, recurring dreams, sudden thoughts that feel like echoes from another realm. These moments are not meant to confuse you. They're meant to confirm that your soul already knows. The universe is not loud. It doesn't use force. It speaks in gentle whispers, through the rhythm of your heart, the synchronicity of time, and the calm presence of inner peace. And because of this knowing, you stop chasing, not out of defeat, but from clarity. You finally understand that what is divinely yours will never require you to abandon yourself to attain it. Love born of truth comes through resonance, not pursuit. Like two frequencies finally tuning into each other, the connection grows stronger without a single word spoken. This is the shift that matters most. The silence is no longer empty. It's sacred. The waiting no longer feels like suffering. It feels like preparation. You're not longing from lack. You're holding space from wholeness. You're grounded in a quiet confidence, not desperation. And that, dear soul, is where real reunion begins. Not outside of you, but within. Because once you align with who you truly are, everything meant for you finds its way, naturally, effortlessly, and in perfect timing. Trust the timing. Trust the connection. Perhaps the person you can't stop thinking about hasn't fully awakened to what this is. Perhaps they're still caught in resistance, tangled in logic, fear, or timing that doesn't yet align with yours. But here's the truth that transcends silence. Energy never lies. Even if they can't name it, even if they push it away, they feel it too. The pull, the echo, the quiet knowing that something sacred exists between you. Because when a connection is real, truly soul deep, it doesn't vanish with time. It lingers, it returns, it whispers through moments you least expect. No matter how far you drift, the vibration of that bond continues to echo across time and space, gently reminding you, this is not over. So tonight, as you lay your head down to rest, don't plead for signs. Don't chase answers. Instead, shift your energy inward. Ask for clarity, not confirmation. Ask to strengthen your connection, not control its pace. And most of all, trust that the universe is already weaving everything together in the unseen. Even when you feel in the dark, the threads of fate are in motion. Surrender the timeline. Let go of the need to know how or when. Trust that what's meant for you is being prepared behind the scenes. Because love, real love, is never delayed. It arrives when you're truly ready to receive it, not a moment too soon or too late. If you've made it this far, it's not by chance. It's because something deep within you resonates, something beyond logic, beyond noise, beyond fear. Your soul already knows. It recognizes the signs, the synchronicities, the unexplainable peace that now lives where anxiety once ruled. This isn't wishful thinking, it's alignment. And that shift you've been feeling, that stillness, that sudden knowing, it's not random, it's revelation. You've seen the signs, heard the songs, felt the quiet presence that needs no words to speak volumes. All of it is leading you back to truth, to love, to yourself. And even in the silence, even in the distance, something inside of you has already remembered. This connection is real. You are not lost. You are awakening. You are not imagining. You are receiving. The universe doesn't need to shout when your soul has already heard the message. And now, it's asking only one thing of you. Trust. Trust the knowing. Trust the unfolding. Trust that this journey, however uncertain it may seem, is guided by divine timing, not human timelines. If this message stirred something in you, if it reminded you of the truth your soul already carries, then speak it out loud. Anchor it into this moment by leaving a comment below. I recognize this connection. Not for the algorithm, not for anyone else, but for you, for your healing, for your remembering, for your soul to say, yes, I am ready. And if you felt seen, supported, or soothed by this video, don't let the energy end here. Like the video, share it with someone who needs this message, and explore the next video waiting just below. Because your path is still unfolding, and what's meant for you is not behind you. It's rising to meet you. You're not chasing, you're remembering. And the universe always responds to those who trust its quiet call.